Fan Zed here, back to do another video review. This time, going to be reviewing Transformers, Titans Return, Astrotrain. Now this is Astrotrain in his train mode. If you've picked up Sentinel Prime, you pretty much know what this figure is going to do. Hasbro seems to be getting a real weird habit of pre-releasing a figure in its repaint rather than the one that they intended to start with for the figure. I don't know why they're doing that. It's really weird. But yes, this is Astrotrain in his pretty decent train mode. I think Astrotrain's colors work better for this train mode than Sentinel's did. I do love the amount of extra paint they seem to have put on Astrotrain for this particular figure. So yeah, not the best train mode ever. I will say Classics Astrotrain probably does a little bit better than here than Titan Returns, but you know, given what they have to work with now, it's still not bad. So I'll be right back with Shuttle Mode. And we're back. And this is Astrotrain's Shuttle Mode. Again, if you've seen Sentinel Prime, you've pretty much seen this figure before. But I still, again, I think the colors just work with this Shuttle Mode a little bit better than Sentinel. I think the overall just looks better. Now, I do one thing different than Sentinel. I don't angle out the wings, since the G1 figure technically had one going up, and this uses, I mean, the instructions obviously say to have the wings like this, but I prefer them like that, so it's a little bit more of a homage to G1. I will say the only thing that I don't like is the guns do not fit into the pegs. They fit into the fists in robot mode fine, but they don't fit on any of the pegs very well, particularly the side-mounted leg pegs. Especially the side-mounted pegs there. They just don't fit as well. They're all very loose. Well, except for maybe these back ones for train mode, but that's about it. So, yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. Before we move on, also remember I wanted to show off. I'm trying to show off more of these collector cards, and oh my god, I still love these collector cards. These are a lot better than what they were going with, especially since now they have their stats and their Titan Master Partner's name, Darkmoon. Now, apparently, Darkmoon gives Astrotrain the ability to be completely invisible to enemy sensors. That way he can sneak enemy troops behind enemy lines and drop them off for an attack. Very interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, not bad. We're going to go to robot mode, and I will be right back one more time. Back one more time, and before we go into full robot mode, try to talk about Infamous here, if the camera will focus. I don't think the camera's going to focus. Yeah, I think he's too small. But yeah, or not Infamous. In fact, this is almost the same mold except for the faceplate of Infinitus for Sentinel Prime. Darkmoon here. So, yeah, it's a bit of a downside. I mean, they literally, the only thing they changed was Astrotrain's faceplate. That's it. But, despite that, I still think Astrotrain is a really great figure. I do think this mold was suited to be more of an Astrotrain than it was Sentinel Prime. If I'd say the only downside is that obviously this figure is already suffering mold degradation, as the joints were really loose when I got them out of packaging. So much so, as you can kind of see here, I've actually had to unscrew and open up the arms and put some electrical tape into this joint in order to tighten up the arm a little bit. It has worked, but obviously, you know, I shouldn't have to do that. Some of the other ones are a little harder to do because they're pin joints rather than simple friction joints, and it's just a little bit annoying. But despite that, I still think it's a great figure. If you're looking for a new Voyager class Astrotrain to go on your Transformers collection, I think this is definitely worth picking up. I think this mold did a lot better than Sentinel Prime did. So, until next time, this is Side Zed saying I'll see ya when I see ya.